Okay, so this is my 84 Camaro Z28. I've had it for about 3 years now, and my mission has been to get it to the point where it's a reliable daily driver, and I just seem to be having never-ending issues and problems. Very little time to deal with it. So I was able to drive it to work today, finally, and so I'm just gonna rewind back about a week or less and show you everything I needed to do to get it here today. So I ended up charging the battery another day for maybe 5 or 6 hours, and I just couldn't get it to come up past 11.5 volts, so it was shot. I just bought this back in January, which is like 9 months ago, so luckily I still had the receipt. I went back to my local guy here, and because it's under warranty for 42 months, I got a new one, no charge. So I'm gonna put this one in, and hopefully we should be good to go. Just I really got to keep an eye on if anything else is discharging the battery, any other kind of current draw. All right, so I'm going to be watching this over the next couple of weeks. Make sure you don't kill this battery too. So yeah, so I have my local guy. It's an AC Delco parts store. I try to support them. They're a small business. They have better parts availability and prices than something like an AutoZone or Advanced Auto. And even when you compare their prices to like Rock Auto or Amazon, they're pretty close. They're very close. So, and a lot of times I try to order stuff from Rock Auto or Amazon out of convenience, and then they'll send me the wrong part, broken parts, and then it becomes a whole hassle trying to return it. So if you have a local guy, check him out. If it's a good place, then support them if you can. And today, doing some boring kind of work, but something that I've been meaning to do for a long time. So when I bought this car, somebody had swapped on this Holley carburetor onto the original 305, and they left the cruise control disconnected, and they used the original bracket to attach the throttle, which is fine. But then they also used the original bracket to attach the transmission TV cable, which is not correct. This is not the correct hole where this cable should attach to, and it's also kind of at a weird angle, and I don't think it's possible to get the right adjustment on the transmission when it's like this. And also, probably not by coincidence, but the transmission doesn't really work right. At low throttle, low speed, it shifts great. And then anything like half throttle or more, and it does not want to shift. It slips, it flares. I'm sure the transmission needs a rebuild, but you know, I don't know if it was because of this incorrect cable attachment or not. Don't really know, because it's always been like this. So I have this Holly bracket, and this will go in place of the factory one, and this hole will go on that stud there, and then this will hold the throttle cable, and then this one will be for the transmission cable. Also, there's another piece to the puzzle. This bracket attaches to the throttle on the Holly carburetor, and it puts the pivot in the right spot for the TV cable. Now, the TV cable is throttle valve cable, and it controls the line pressure in the transmission, sort of like a throttle position sensor. So when you give more throttle, you get more pressure into the transmission. So this could be why maybe things were burnt up if they wasn't getting the right pressure when it needed to shift at higher RPMs. This is just my guess. I'm not a transmission guy, but this is what I know of it. So I got to remove there's 2 bolts for this bracket. One here, and then one down over there. So I have the old bracket out. This back bolt was acorns. This one was hard to get to. I had to push the oil sensor a little bit out of the way, and then I got that one out, and then when I put it, I had to put it back because it's actually an intake manifold bolt that goes into the head. I had to find a washer because the bolt was just a little too long without it. I had to get a washer that was the thickness, basically, of the old bracket here. So now I have the new one, and the only issue is my TV cable, the little tabs that hold this in place broke a long time ago. So I had, on the old bracket, I had put this screw in to kind of hold it in place. So I'm going to need to do the same on the new bracket. So I'm going to be drilling a little bit of hole here, and one screw and washer should hold this secure once I get it back in. So I got to drill this hole. So I've got the screw in now, holding that in place. Next issue is there's this little locating tab right here, and that will keep this whole bracket from spinning, right? But of course this carburetor doesn't have a slot, so I'm gonna have to drill a hole there as the slot and hope that I don't destroy the base plate. So that'll be the next trick. Okay, so I was able to drill a hole without destroying anything, and that fits, but now the stud is too short. So now I gotta get this out and see if I can find a longer one. All right, so we got everything back together. Got the new bracket on. It's got the nice little peg that this fits on good. This may need to be adjusted. I have to check that out. Also gotta check out that I'm getting full throttle. look like I am. So check that out. Yeah, but it's all back together, and so we'll see how it works now. All right, so sit in there and position yourself so you can reach this pedal. And when I tell you to, I want you to push it all the way down. But wait till I tell you. You got it?
Okay.
All right, just wait right there.
This is a bad idea, Dad.
Why? The car's off. Nothing's gonna happen.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. No. What I want you to do is I want you to push it all the way down and then hold it there. Okay? So push it all the way down and hold it down all the way to the floor. Okay? Okay, are you doing it or no?
I am.
Because, let me see.
My foot is on.
Gotta get the top part. You gotta push the top part all the way down.
I'm too tiny, Dad. Got
Okay,
it?
good. Hold it right there until I tell you to stop. Okay, let go. Do it one more time. Let go. Do it one more time. You all the way? All right. Let go. It's good.
We were going 140 miles.
Yeah, I had to make sure that the carburetor was opening up to full throttle when the pedal was full throttle, and it is. So thanks for your help.
Yay.
Good job.
Can I help with any more?
I think that's all I'm going to do for today. I put a new bracket on the carburetor,
I
see?
can see that.
The gold. I just wanted to make sure it was working. It seems to be good. All right, pal. Thank you. So, just checking out the cable adjustment. I didn't really adjust anything. I just put it on wherever it was. So far, it seems pretty good. Just driving around town. Obviously, the transmission is still not, you know, it's still slipping. You give it a little, it's like, give it a little more than part throttle. It goes right into slip mode. I am going to try one more thing before it comes out for a rebuild. So it's good on the highway too, you know, shifting right up into overdrive, no problem. Maybe a little bit late, but maybe a fine tune on the cable adjustment, but it's actually pretty good the way it is. Rides a lot better now too, since I changed those rear shocks. I had those old air shocks in there, and the whole car rode very rough, very stiff, but it's a lot nicer now, smoother. Pretty good. So I made it to work. I haven't driven this car besides just around the block. I don't know. It's been a long time, maybe last year. So car did good. It is shifting better with the new bracket and the new repositioning thing. So gonna try the Lucas snake oil, the stuff in the bottle. I'm gonna try that stuff next, see if we can get it to a point where it's good enough. If not, then we'll have to see what's next. But getting a rebuilt transmission these days is quite expensive, so we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, car's running good. Made it to work, no problems. And yeah, so on to the next step.